Hi my little shardies, welcome and welcome back. This is Christina with Shhh Art Online. Today I have a huge craft haul. When I say huge, I have boxes, and bags, and more boxes. I can keep going. I got more stuff off to the side here, but it's going to be a pretty large craft haul. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. I'm going to open these off camera and then come back and show you what I have. I've had these collecting off to the side, so I don't even know most of what I got. Alright, I know what this is. I have been wanting these forever and I have not ordered them. As most of you may know, I have Ahoohoo's, Cali Arts, Copic. I have several different styles of markers, and I have found that even though Copics are like the go-to that everyone talks about, I prefer the Ahoohoo brush tips. For me, I'm a little heavy-handed and the brush part of it is soft but not as soft as the Copics, and I like it just a little bit firmer. I feel like I have more control. So this is the Ahoohoo brush markers. So one side has a brush and the other side has a bullet. I'm not one that uses the chisel tip much, so I definitely prefer the brush tip. I have a link in the description box below, but one of the things I absolutely love about this set is it's all the lighter pastel colors. Lately I've been using them as a base coat and then coloring with color pencil over top of it, so I love the fact that these are lighter colors, and I will have an unboxing video I'm sure coming up on these. Now that I've opened them, I'll go ahead and put that on my priority list so I can show you guys all the colors and how I would use them. So very excited about these. Those are the Ahoohoo brush markers, and again, everything that I talk about today will be in the description box below. Hopefully I introduced you to something you guys haven't seen yet. Alright, moving on to my next box here. I'll put these off to the side so I can pull one thing out at a time for you. I had to get another pack of my favorite gel pens, Sparkle Pops. They are absolutely my favorite gel pen. I love them to death. I wish they had a billion colors. If I had one gel pen that I had to use forever that wasn't like a white, it would definitely be probably the gold gel pen out of here. I absolutely love these. If you have not tried them, they are worth every penny. They give you a dual color here, so every color is kind of like two colors. They're extra glittery, so if anybody likes that glittery effect, these are the gel pens for you. They are smooth. I cannot say enough about these. On that note, when I was over at Hobby Lobby, I also picked up a pack of just the gold and silver. And I'll go ahead and open up these now so I can show you what they look like. Just a random piece of paper here. So this would be the silver Sparkle Pop. Check that out, guys. So smooth, so shiny. Again, if you've never tried these Sparkle Pops, if you don't want to order this set off of Amazon, you can get them individually. Here's the gold. You can get them individually at Michael's. I mean, I cannot say enough about these. I think they're like $2.99 if you get them individually at Michael's, and they're about $15 if you get the set of them off of Amazon. They don't have the set of these pens at Michael's. So the next thing I grabbed are these artist tiles, and I picked these up because I am learning to Zentego. So they're great for ink, pencils, pastels, watercolor, gel pens, and more. They're not huge, so you're not overwhelmed by this huge piece of paper when you're doing a tiny small design on. So I went ahead, I thought they were a great deal. They were about $8, and if you picked up any of the other Zentego packs, you get like, I don't know, 10 little tiles, and it's like $20 along with a couple of pens. So this was definitely a huge deal to get 75 of them for about $8. Again, I'll post everything and put it in the description box below. The next thing I picked up is my favorite distress inks from Tim Holtz. These are all colors that I do not currently have. So it's Speckled Egg, Crackling Campfire, Kish Flamingo, and Rustic Wilderness. So these are the later ones from the last year or so that I hadn't picked up, so I went ahead and got myself the sample size pack of it. So I'm super excited about this because I really wanted to try that Speckled Egg, and I hadn't even heard of these two on the bottom here, so they must be really new. And I know I have a paint haul video. That's part of the ones that I already shot, but I do have a couple painting supplies in here too. And again, I don't know if I'm going to combine that paint haul video at the end here or not, so bear with me. This has been another item that's been on my wish list for a really long time. Aside from doing coloring, which I do on my channel, I do a lot of paper crafting. I've made a lot of albums from scratch, stuff like that. And I had this on my wish list and it was like 50% off this past week. So I went ahead and I finally picked it up. I think I got it for about $12 or $13. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description box below. They have two more of these, a botanical one, and I don't remember the other one. I think it's like bibliography or something. But I'll go ahead and put a link for this in the description box below if you're interested in it. This has over 1,000 exquisite Victorian stickers. So if you're into any kind of sticker art or scrapbooking, anything like that, this is a really cute book with all different size stickers to help you out with that. The pages are beautiful. I think you can actually use this book when you're done pulling the stickers out of it and using them for maybe a junk journal or something along those lines. In between each of the pages, you get like this beautiful printed page. You can color that. So a really, really cute book. And I'll probably try to go ahead and put a flip through of this book on my channel soon. But this is called the Aquarium sticker book, and again, it's got over 1,000 exquisite Victorian stickers, hardbound, and absolutely beautiful. Alright, in this box again is more painting supplies. I know I just picked up some of these not too long ago, but there's one brush in here I've been using as I've been learning to paint a lot. And I can't find it in the store, and it's this one right here. If you guys are kind of new or starting out painting, this is great for like trees in the background. So I purchased this for this one brush here. These are chalk brushes, I think is what they're calling them. I don't know, again, I'm not using them for chalk paint, I'm using them for acrylic painting, but this style isn't something I've been able to find in the store. So I went ahead and picked that up. This is a flat tip one, and this is a plain flat type of brush with the same type of kind of rougher bristles. All right, next package. Oh, okay. So I use these all the time. These are white Posca pens. I believe they are they're 1Ms. So I picked up some more because my current Posca pen I'm having a little bit of an issue with. I don't know if any of you all have this problem, so I'm just going to show you my current problem. So anytime I press down on the tip, I'm getting like a ton of paint, like a little puddle of paint, instead of just a little bit that's supposed to be on the tip. And I believe it's because this Posca pen is quite old. That doesn't happen very often to me. Usually they're of super high quality. That said, this has been the latest with that pen. So I've been not using it because it keeps doing that all over my work. I won't think about it. I'll just go ahead and lay it down and it'll explode. So I went ahead and picked up 3 more, hoping I don't continue to have that issue. Again, I love Poscas. They're my favorite. Alright, my next item I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Everything I buy 50% off. So when you see the price here, understand that's not what I paid for it. And I picked up some of the graphic illustration markers. And I picked these up because I am Zentangling and I'm doing some of the Norgraphic art. And I wanted something with a fine tip that wasn't necessarily, you know, a marker per se, to be able to do my lines with. So I'll just grab a couple of these and show you them. They're 0.4s. So this would be red. Nice small tip. So when you're doing a bunch of fine lines, this would be good for that. So yeah, so I picked up these fine liners and I picked them up for the purpose of Zentangling. Comes with 12 different colors. It's water-based ink. They're acid-free, which is absolutely great. The water-based ink can be because, you know, if you put something like Neocolors or something like that over top of them, they're going to run. So keep that in mind if you go ahead and pick those up. Alright, and on a paint-related note, again, I know I have another video directed just at painting supplies, but I did not have these types of brushes. I was looking for Filbert brushes. The tutorials I keep using keep talking about Filbert brushes, and I've noticed that if you get the brush packs, that you only get like one Filbert brush in the brush pack. So I went ahead and picked up a couple of different sizes. This is a 1/2 inch, 13 millimeter. This is a size 10. This is, I don't even know what size this is. So I think it's a size 8. This is a size 8. And this is a size 6. So they are Filbert brushes, and I picked them up specifically to do tutorials. To be completely honest, I didn't even know what a Filbert brush was. I had to do my research on it. But basically, it's got a rounded tip at the end instead of a straight tip. So I went ahead and I picked up Hampson Steampunk Houses. It's actually thicker than I thought it was going to be. I get kind of bored coloring like flowers and stuff like that, but I love to do like kind of crazy houses, so I thought this would be a pretty cool change of pace. I can tell you that the paper looks extremely thin, but it feels kind of a little bit toothy, so I hope that's a good thing. So I'm hoping to be able to color something out of here super soon for you guys. Give this paper a test. But this just feels kind of like printer paper. So I'm hoping I'm not disappointed with the quality and it takes some layers of colored pencil. So I picked up Steampunk Houses. And while I was on that kick, I went ahead and picked up R.J. Hampson's Steampunk Houses 2. Oh, I like how some of them have some darker pages on there. One of the things I do like about these books is that they're single-sided, so if you want to take them out or use like alcohol markers, as long as you put something on the back side, you should be able to go ahead and do that without, you know, ruining the image, the next image over. So yeah, this looks like kind of a fun book. So hopefully I'm going to go ahead and be doing a color along out of one of these books real soon. The next thing I purchased, I've already done an unboxing and color along video for, but these are the brand new SJ Starjoy Gold Edition 120 color pencils. As many of you may know, I already own the other two sets, the Deli set and the 120 set of the Standard Edition. I love the Deli set. To be completely fair, I don't use them nearly as much as I should. I think these are a very affordable option for a budget pencil. And I wanted to go ahead and try these gold editions out. For those of you that are part of the coloring community, you may already know that Lori over at Color My World has some input on these pencils, so I definitely wanted to go ahead and give them a try. I definitely respect her as a colorist, and I wanted to see what they had to offer. That said, my initial opinion of them when I first pulled them out of the box and then after I started using them are totally different. Let me go ahead and open these up for you. So you have some really great things about these pencils that I absolutely love. They're set up in groups. So you got like a 1, 2, and 3 R's. So they're all reds, and they give you basically a light, a medium, and a dark. The biggest takeaway from this set that I can tell you after using it a little bit is that they blend really beautifully. I absolutely love, 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 love the way they blend. So I went ahead and I've sharpened all of them. I've used a bunch of them. They're so pretty. Let's see where I've been using them there. With 3 layers. You have pastels, skin tones. There's a good array of colors here. I will tell you that there is no white in this set. If you watch any of her videos, she encourages you to go ahead and purchase a higher quality white than one she could have provided in the set, and I really appreciate her honesty with that. So some of the things that I absolutely love about these pencils that I want to highlight really quick, and then the rest of this stuff will be in my demo video that I have coming out. Alright, I sharpened every pencil in here except for one, so I can show you how they appear when you first open them. They're blunt tipped. That said, they do extremely well in a pencil sharpener. It's one of the pluses about these pencils that I've noticed is if I take my Prismacolors and I put it through a pencil sharpener, I usually get really uneven tip there. These sharpen beautifully every time. I've had no issues with them at all. They're all in sequential order, so you don't have to worry about like if the colors go together. For example, 22, 23, and 24 would go together. So they're all in sequential order. Again, they arrive with blunt tip. Only takes like a second in the pencil sharpener to make them sharp. They hold their tip longer than Prismacolors. They are extremely pigmented. And they blend like a dream. So a couple of the other things that I noticed about these pencils is the numbers are big and bold and really easy to read. So you don't have to worry about struggling to see them if you're older like me. Also, if you're shooting videos like I am, I love the fact that you can see everything very clearly. The base of the pencil here is in a matte paint, so they're not super shiny. Again, perfect if you're shooting videos. One of the things that I did notice about them, which is a positive and a negative thing in my opinion, and again, don't come for me guys, but they blend almost too well. So well that if I only use the 3 colors at a time, which she has set up to use, that I feel like it can get a little flat. So I have to add like a darker dark to come up with the type of bold colors that I usually do when I'm coloring. So that said, I have done a couple of pictures. I'll show you my latest picture I did with them. I highly recommend them. Again, I'll have a video coming out on my channel real soon with a color along not in this book. This is just one I did on the side here. I may have this one as a color along too. I did record it, but it's a silent video right now. So I colored out of the book Serenity by Anastasia Alikoldareva. And I colored this image here. I used the SJ Starjoys for the base part of the image, and I used Distress Oxide on the outside. but you can see the colors are big and bold. They work well together. I absolutely love doing this picture. Unfortunately, I don't think my camera does it justice, but an incredible budget pencil that gives you a very pigmented, beautiful look. Again, they blend so well together, almost too well. Another thing I had noticed when I had first pulled them out of the package and started using them is they kind of slide across the paper. At first, I wasn't really thrilled with that because it's so different from, say, my Prismacolors, which are definitely smooth. But this isn't quite like smooth. I don't know how I would try to explain the way it felt when I first started coloring with those, so I will try to say it like this. If you've ever tried to color on glossy paper, that is kind of what it felt like when I first started using them, and then after a little bit I got really used to that and it didn't bother me at all. But that was one of the biggest things that I thought was going to be a downfall, but turned out not to be. So if you're looking for a budget set of colored pencils and Prismacolors are not in your budget, these are about they're about $33, $30, somewhere in that range. And it's the SJ Starjoy Gold Edition 120 set. And I highly recommend them. I think if I had started with this set, I would have been hard-pressed to go out to Prismacolors because they blend even easier than Prismacolors, in my opinion. And you can cook, and this is something that's kind of unique in this type of pencil. Usually you can't do a whole lot of layers. I was able to layer and layer and layer and layer with them. So I thought that was pretty cool. You do kind of get, and I'm going to lay this down so you can see, it does get shiny after a little bit, you know, but you'll get that too. You get a little bit of wax bloom and stuff with Prismacolors. Alright, so this is the last thing in this video that I want to show you, and it's so big I cannot even get it in the full camera shot. But, and it's upside down. That should give you a little hint of what's in this box. And I'm sure I'm going to do a full unboxing of these in a video coming up real soon. I'll put these over to the side a little bit and talk to you about what they are and why I purchased them. So, on my channel, I've gotten many color pencils, and I always go back to Prismacolor color pencils because they're just like kind of the standard in the coloring industry. Faber-Castell Polychromos is another one that's used all the time. When I start getting up into my Holbeins and my Luminance, I don't shoot a lot of videos using them because they're just not very cost effective for somebody who's, you know, coloring adult coloring books. They can get really expensive, and I try to keep in mind that not everybody has that budget. A lot of these items I've saved up to buy. I don't have any really big vices or a lot that I spend money on except for my art supplies. So I went ahead and picked up these Brute Funner. I know I probably just butchered that, and that's fine. But I went ahead and picked up the full set of 520 of these color pencils. And the reason I did that is because I'm trying to branch out on my channel a little bit and use some more affordable color pencils. Some color pencils that everyone's going to have or everyone's going to be able to afford. And I understand that not everybody can afford a brand new set of Faber-Castells or a brand new set of Prismacolor color pencils. And I know, again, it's the industry standard, and when you're watching the coloring videos, most times that's what everyone's using, which is exactly why I had to get my set of color pencils, because I'm self-taught off of YouTube videos and other colorists that I watch, and they were all using the Prismacolors, and for me to follow along, I could find similar colors in my inexpensive sets of pencils, but it just got frustrating after a while, so I went ahead and purchased my set of Prismacolors, and now I'm doing the same thing where I use them all the time, and I'm not really opening myself up to less expensive color pencils for everyone else. So I went ahead and picked up the Bruniford 520 set. Brute Funner. Okay, I can't say the name. We'll just go with that. The Bees. And I haven't even opened these yet. I've heard a lot of really good things about these, and I've heard some not so good things about these. So again, they are a budget pencil. However, if you're going to invest in the 520 set like I have here, I will tell you it's probably best to invest in something like a set of Faber-Castells or a set of the Prismacolors, because you're going to pay about the same amount for those that you would for this set. That said, this has 520 pencils in it, and I think the Prisma set only has 120. And I will be doing a full unboxing video of these, so I'm just kind of showing you what they look like for now. There are so many pencils in here, guys. So they look like your standard color pencils. The trays, the trays are really nice quality. They're not flimsy. I actually really appreciate that. When I pick up my Prismacolor trays, like, they're just so flimsy, I wind up taking them out of the trays. So the core is not hidden in these. A covered core. You have the color of the pencil halfway down. So again, in direct opposition here of the SJ Star Droids that I just showed you, the color number is here. It's really small. I'm having trouble reading it. The color name is really small, having trouble reading that. My concern is if you were to go in as you're using these and sharpen it, you're going to lose the color name. Also, in holding the pencil, that's going to rub off after some time. That said, it's a budget colored pencil. That's what you get with budget colored pencils. They do have a blunt tip. I have a little bit of full set syndrome, which is one of the reasons why I went ahead and purchased a set this large. I wanted to have all the colors. Turn it this way. So each box has this one tray, 2 trays, 3 trays. Look at those. Look at the amount of blues. Oh my. And greens. So this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trays in each box, and there's 2 boxes, so 20 trays of pencils. Again, the packaging on these they're not flimsy at all. This is a really, really, really nice plastic tray they're in. The box is really thick and sturdy. It's got this nice thick rope to hold it. The color range is amazing. Again, this is only one of the 2 boxes. And with 520 pencils, I don't think you should be missing any colors. So that was set 1. This is set 2. You have your color sheet here. I believe it's like, looks like the same. A nice set of blues. Browns. See some metallics in here. This one and this one's definitely metallic. blacks and grays, some greens, some jewel tones, and some browns and purples. So there's too much to go over with these in just this video, so I'm not going to go in depth detail on this. I haven't tried them yet. I don't know what they color like. I don't know what they look like. So be looking for a review real soon on these. I would like to know how similar the colors are. Like, are you getting 520 unique colors? Are there doubles? Are the colors so similar that it doesn't matter that you have 520? So I would like to know that. So I have some questions. Again, the reviews have these as 5-star. But if you're going to get a set this large, then if you're going to get a set this large and it's your first set, then you may want to consider doing a more a professional set for the price of the 520 of these. All right, I also picked up these two paper pads. So this is 5.5 by 8.5 inches. It's 12 sheets of watercolor. I wanted smaller paper, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So I picked up this, and it was buy one get one half off. So then I picked up some black. I figured I could use this with my gel pens. So, and that one is 6 by 8 inches. I also grabbed myself this 8-piece mask set, and I basically wanted it for the compass, but the pen looked really nice, and I could always use more rulers, so I went ahead and grabbed this. And I purchased ink and a pen not too long ago, and it's kind of frustrating sometimes having to keep dipping the ink back in the well, so I figured I would go ahead and try this. That said, I have all the different inks, and I have a different pen too, so it's just to give it a try. No, I'm not doing calligraphy. I have terrible handwriting, so I'm not sure I could do a very good job doing actual calligraphy. I'm using this for another purpose, which you'll find out in a later video. And then I purchased this Zentego 9-piece set here. This includes 3 Micron pens, 1 pencil, and 5 Zentego tiles. I'm going to go ahead and see what's in this in a future video. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to do it now. You have your 3 Micron pens, and the sizes for those pens are, it's 01, 03, and 05. And these are detail pens. So they're all going to be pretty fine tipped. And then they give you these little cards to practice on, and it just basically feels like smooth watercolor paper. It's actually smoother than my watercolor pad. But these are the tiles that come with it, and this is for you to be able to try your own Zentangles, and I will be doing that on a future video. I'm not very good at it yet. I'm just starting, so, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and give this a try. So be looking for that video. It should be coming out soon. And then I decided to purchase another pack of Micron pens because my Micron pens are all very old, and most of them have no ink left in them. So I needed more, and I know it came in this pack too. Honestly, you probably don't need to buy this pack. I will put a link in the description below if you choose to want it, but You could probably just buy some Micron pens and then some watercolor paper or paper of your choice. Probably don't need to have it in, you know, this particular package, because I want to say this was like, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. And you can get a pack of pens on sale for around, you know, 9 or 10. So, and then if you got a big pack of paper and you cut it to whatever size you wanted, it'd probably be far less. So when I was doing my last painting tutorial, I realized I was missing some colors, so I had to go ahead and pick up a few more colors. So this is Academy Acrylic Prussian Blue, and this is Green Deep Permanent by Liquid X, Deep Green by Artist Loft, and I thought the color was really similar to this Green Deep Permanent. I also picked up Yellow Ochre and some more Sky Blue, because I was using a lot of Sky Blue in my previous tutorials that I was following. Some more white. All of these were on sale, guys, at least 50% off, or I wouldn't buy them. Some light green, and if it's Master's Touch like that was, it's Hobby Lobby. And this is Payne's Gray. And then I picked up some of this matte gel acrylic medium. Can't wait to give this a try and see if it helps. And I wanted to make sure that in my future tutorials that I'm watching, I had all the different colors they were asking for, so I didn't have to keep running to the stores. So I picked up this 48 piece acrylic paint tube set, all the different Master's Touch paints in there. So I'm hoping that that's enough colors, so if they name a color, I potentially have it. And my son rated my brushes, so I went ahead and felt the need to pick up a little bit more, so I picked up some of these all-purpose brushes. They have a bunch of different kinds in there. And I grabbed one of these really long detail brushes. I shake a lot when I'm trying to do my fine lines, so I'm hoping that the shorter handle helps with that. Let me know if you like the way I'm doing the video this time. I'm just kind of collecting things, and then as I get them, I'm shooting that part of the video and then adding it all together for one big craft haul at the end. If you like what you see, make sure you hit like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you're told each and every time I post a new video. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, color happy, and remember, shh, it's our little secret.